think these hands are bait. Waiting? Yeah, it triggers out. So they just don't search, and then it becomes like swords to plowshares. Change the title of the stream. Just not sneeze. How did Neoform go? I punted match 1 a little bit, a lot of it, really. And then we got rolled by Goryo's. But I did punt match 1. I did punt match 1. And I put my thinking cap on. We gotta put our thinking cap on for this deck, though. Got your hats on, chat. Basic Island. So it's an elegant parlor angle, probably. Although I don't really want to play as Basic Island yet. So I think I just do this and say go. Pretty soon we're not going to be able to do this. We're going to have to main phase surveil to play around the owl. So I should probably just get into the habit of main phase surveilling, because owl is going to be a card in 3 days. I'm going to be honest. Okay. Owl's not that good in Modern. I agree. How Titan are you feeling for Vegas? I played against Titan as I played as Titan against Jeskai Blink in paper the other day. It felt rough. This is Goryo's, which is actually going to be phenomenal testing. No, I got dunked on by Jeskai Blink. I didn't get to finish my thought. I got absolutely shit on by Jeskai Blink. I was at like 14 life, and my opponent had 2 Riddlers, and I had 4 Titans in play. Because I copied a bunch of Titans with Mirror Pool. I couldn't kill them because my Aftermath Analyst got exiled. So I had 4 Titans in play. My opponent had 2 Riddlers. I was at 14, and I was like, alright, we're chilling. And they attacked me with both Riddlers, and they cast 2 Flations, and I died. Was most certainly not chilling. This card's a Gristlebrand. Do I want a Flage Consign at some point? Probably. This is so much better for them than Atroxy right now. Titan players try and convince people not to play the deck for Vegas, so the deck doesn't get banned in February. It's definitely not good to Blink or other bluish control decks. Yep. You also get dunked out by blue-green Ritual, which is like kind of a sleeper deck that might see play. What do you think, Jay? I think the deck's going to see a lot of play? I'm not sure. Should probably leave this on top. Blink is sub 50% versus Titan, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of a coin flip of a matchup now. Which deck's currently top 1? I don't think there's like an undisputed top 1 at the moment. I think there's like 5 decks fighting for top 1, but they're all just killing each other. I would say top 5 decks in the format in no particular order. What is this? I see. So I saw through this pitch Flage. I saw through this pitch Flage, they draw, they ephemerate it, and then I counter ephemerate, but if they have force negation, I die anyways. I just let it block. They draw another 7. It's so ass, man. We lost. Ephemerate the Felia. Can you consign the draw trigger? No, it's an activated ability. Could also do kind of a neat play here, which would be to Solitude Felia. That'd be if they go to 1, though. If they went to 1, I could have Solitude Felia and then consigned the trigger of Solitude. And if they don't have Ephemerate, that's probably not right. I can just target this. They Ephemerate, we Ephemerate. I lost my train of thought, by the way. I was talking about something else. Oh, top 5 decks, no particular order. Right. Top 5 decks, no particular order. Affinity, Amulet, Jeskai, Prowess, Gorios. I think. Draw 7 cards. Yeah. No response. Do I want to keep this around? I think I want to keep this around. Do you feel confident in any deck for Vegas? No. I wish I did. I wish I did. Solitude and Myphelia. I'm sure they have nothing. Imagine playing Neoform again. Yeah, imagine. Actually, I don't have to imagine. I got to experience it. Surgical. Mystical Dispute. Strix, maybe? Just going for the XDD pyramid. Okay, was that steps or pyramid? Answer carefully. It was worth it? Okay. Answered carefully. Oh, wait, not an hour. Not an hour. Well, maybe for Tony, an hour's fine. Unban 10 minutes. There we go. Ashiok. I think these pendings suck. I don't think I'm supposed to side out Flage because I feel like one of these two is probably worse, and that's got to be either the Marches or the Fable. Problem with boarding like this is I don't have any answers to Frog. My answers to Frog are Solitude and Strix Serenade, so maybe I want the extra Strix Serenade. If that's the case, do I not want Fable at all? Is Fable too slow? Maybe Fable's too slow. I don't know. Extreme. How you doing? I do have Dispute as well. Have you considered bringing some sort of wild and untested brood scale brew? I could put the owl in it for you. Wait, brood scale with owl? What the? What are you cooking over there? Explain yourself right now. I don't know what I'm playing in Vegas, chat. I think I'm playing myself by overthinking what I'm going to play in Vegas. I'm going to end up doing poorly regardless. But the good news is, if I do poorly on Saturday, I get to play Riftbound on Sunday. I do have that Lantern control deck. I'd argue you're going to do well regardless. Man, I wish that were true. Exactly. I'll just be throwing so that way I can play Riftbound. That seems pretty good. In spots like this, am I supposed to fetch the island? I don't think so. These new buttons are really tripping me up. One day I'll get used to them. Is MTG bot okay? What's MTG bot doing? I think it's back. At least the record tracker's back. Frog. Except for Vegas. It's my birthday weekend, so I'm getting Pro Tour invite for sure. Oh, hell yeah, Ashi. Are you playing Prowess? Are you playing the Brave Man's deck? People tell me that my stream is 20% quieter than every other streamer. But I have no idea why. Apparently it's fine on YouTube, but Twitch has made me 20% quieter. I don't even think I can attack into this thing. Just start screaming more. Whenever I crash out on people, I think it's a fine volume level, though. I don't think I can attack here. Like when I crashed out on Dial the other day. Perfect volume. When he said, nice tapping. When I tapped my only black man at the cast of Thoughtseize. I never crash out. Yeah, I've never crashed out before in my life. Not a single time. Me? No, never. Do I want this dog? I don't think I want this dog. I didn't want that either. You talk like you have less air when you crash out. You don't even raise your voice. That's because I have a setting on my microphone that if I start screaming, it caps it. And it sounds like I'm whispering instead because it doesn't want to blow your ears out. So no, it's definitely a crash out. You just don't hear it as a crash out. You hear it as like ASMR instead. Muted crash out, yeah. The silent crash out is the strongest crash out. As soon as it gets above like -5 decibels, that's where it caps it. So I can never get higher than -5 decibels, and I'm talking at like -10 right now. So more like -9. Have you considered not dying to frog? This frog's kind of bullshit. I can't do much about it. Is it Goryo's time? I will hardcast my mystical dispute. Sure. I would be peeking the hell out of my microphone if I didn't have this setting on and I started crashing out. Just turn it off one day. Next Lusathon, I turn off the crash out setting. Frog. Pronounced like frog. Can't hear shit anyways. Exactly. I'm 20% lower. We'll see about that. My opponent disconnected. Woo! Giant meteor win condition. Bless. Love me a good giant meteor. They didn't disable the crash out setting. I have a hard time believing that my opponent crashed out when they're arguably in a good spot and also up a game. I have a hard time believing that. Oh, never mind. They're going to crash out for sure. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Show me what you got. Got a Goryo's over there. Little mystical dispute. I'll pay for it. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going to pay for it. I guess it depends on what they do. Sure. I don't have to think about that. Alright, cool. They have another one. They have another one. They discard one. Sure. Cards, please. I would like this many cards. Please and thank you. Cast some mystical dispute. Do I pay for it? I mean, do I cast counter mystical dispute? I just pay for it. Land. One land in the top 3. Oh my god. Survive! Maybe I should have countered Mystical Dispute. I don't know. I don't know what's right anymore. If I counter Mystical Dispute, I'm just kind of cold to Gorios. If they just discard another giant thingy. I guess I'm cold to Gorios anyways. They're going to Ephemerate Riddler. Discard with Frog, discard with Frog. I wish I had that Mystical Dispute right about now. What's the plus to countering? Having Ephemerate. If I countered Mystical Dispute with my Mystical Dispute, I could have Ephemerated the Quantum Riddler. And then I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm always paying the 3. I think so too. I feel like if I don't pay the 3, like, what am I doing? I'm spending a card on the card that doesn't do anything. But I don't know. Now I'm kind of dying for it, so I don't care if I die. I mean, well, I didn't know I was going to draw, but if I did draw Ephemerate, then I get to cast it. I was banking on just hitting like a land so I get a Mystical Dispute up. Takes Ephemerate, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My hand is embarrassing. That's really good. Wow. How do I want to navigate this? Can I draw? No. I think I want to bounce their frog instead of the Riddler. It's going to stop their Ephemerate from coming off a rebound. Also, then they have 2 cards in hand. They could discard the other card in their hand of the frog. Maybe they have another Mystical Dispute. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to bounce that. Just bounce the frog. Now I have a couple options. I could cast Ashiok, or I could leave up Ragavan Mystical Dispute, or I could just leave up Mystical Dispute in general. Ashiok getting rid of the graveyard shuts off the Faithful Mending. What do you think, chat? Pretty interesting spot again. Kind of like Ashiok here. I'm not sure. Get a Mountain for Flage. Just swing and kill it. I mean, if they get rid of the Riddler also. This Riddler is sticking around. If they Solitude our Riddler, then they can choose which Planeswalker to kill. Yeah, Cast with Warp stays, even though it's not Cast with Warp. We consigned it. But now we got that permanent, fancy, cool frame. Oh, Mill Self would have been good? Yeah, you're right, actually. You bring up a good point, Cable. I think Mill Self was probably optimal here. Yeah, we should have milled ourselves. That's pretty good. Well, at least they can't attack with the Riddler anymore. Now we have to play another Riddler. I think that's actually fine. I think there's a lot of cool avatar cards, but I'm not sure how many of them are playable. Plus, I think we fetch. And then we mill ourselves. Bind Flage. Is that better than playing Riddler Ragavan, though? Not in that order. I think Ragavan Riddler is probably better. Flage kills Frog, but then Riddler gets to kill either of these. I think I like this better. Seems good. Frogs, I mean, the frog's also not really a threat right now. Because they have no graveyard and 2 cards in hand. I don't think I have to worry about them jumping the frog. Takes Mystical Dispute and then plays a Riddler. Yikes. Yeah. Well, maybe this is still fine. That fetch can't fetch. So upkeep this dog. Island, by the way. Jason, thank you for the prime of the 9 months. I appreciate ya. Kind of just want to flage target them. Is that right? I mean, like, making them discard 2 to the frog is probably not helpful. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to flage them and pass. Where's Ashiok going? Down, targeting me. Could mill another flage, maybe. Okie dokie. Hey, doing, big cat. Good afternoon. Discards Mystical Dispute. Yep. Draws 10,000. Why did I upkeep dog to draw 2 for my draw step? I could surgical in response. If I surgical in response, I have 1 less card in my hand to draw next one from Riddler. But if they bounce something like, I don't know, dog, I'm not gonna have the card anyways. So I need Solitude for this Flage. Yata! Jeebus. Every turn of the game, fighting for my life. Maybe I want to board out some Consigned Memories. But all these cards seem kind of bad, except for maybe Fable. Was hiding in the board for prowess. Yo, Sly! Thank you for the prime. Appreciate ya. All I have is Dr. Pepper Zeriak. Sorry. $450 out of 600. 75%? That's not bad. I don't think I'm playing Ragavan on turn 1. I don't think I can afford to. Because if I go turn 1 Ragavan, they go turn 2 Psychic Frog, I'm going to get cooked by it. So I think I have to hold the Mystical Speed for Psychic Frog. Normal draw, regular draw. It's the draw step. Yeah, your normal draw for turn. You know what I mean. Your draw for turn. Your draw step. Your normal draw. Your draw compadre. Your Jonathan. 5 fetch. They mending. Do I even want to counter the mending? Probably not. I just fetch. Surveil bug. Gosh dang, you surveil bug. It's passing the turn. I'm gonna surveil again. Now I think I maybe counter their mending. Vinny said on the Cyborg guide, if you play this matchup scared, you're gonna lose. I mean, I'm scared of Frog. Like, Frog's really hard to beat. I mean, they're getting stuck on land, so I don't even know if I mind this game going super long. But I don't know, maybe that's a reason to aggro them down faster. I got a dog. So it doesn't get flagged. Bye, dog. I don't want this. I guess. I don't know the answer to that question. I'm probably just gonna Flash to Solitude him. Leave up a blue. They kind of waste an ephemera, I agree. Frog time? Bird. Okie dokie. I think we're in a good spot. Alright, they didn't surveil Atroxa and then hit me with the Gorios, so that's good. I can probably interact with them a little bit. Yeah, right, surveil Atroxa Vengeance. Hope my opponent doesn't time out. I would like to see how this match finishes. They just need to reprint Flash draw a card. Yeah, it's called Uro. Uro's right there, Torborg. Rip my boy. Or I guess canonically rip my girl. Steam vents. Tapped. You never fear the frog again. I do have a mystical dispute for it. I'm definitely not gonna surgical frog. But I will mystical dispute a frog. I think I have to save this for specifically Gorios. Now spell bomb, yep. I don't fear you anymore, frog. Times have changed, you've fallen off. You're a one trick. All you do is discard cards. Get counters and jump. Get with the times, buddy. Flage. Can I cast that? Not quite. I don't think I want to Flage. I guess I could Flage. If I surgical something, I don't even draw it because Rock Bomb returns back to my hand. Oh shit. It's not bad. I can't cast it. I want to. I gotta hit another one off the top. And we can cast it. What's your favorite French perfume company? What an oddly hyper-specific question I don't have the answer to. Flage? Is that a perfume company? I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna fact check you now. Sounds like one. What's the name of an actual French perfume company? La Labo. Perfumes de Marly. Creed Fragrances. Solitude. Choose wisely. You choose wisely. Big chooser. Actually, do they still die? That kills them, right? That's funny. I'm gonna kill them with Flage Gorios on Flage. Hey. Boros Prowess? Excuse me? What is Boros Prowess? Wait, this is fire. This is literally just Prowess with 4 Flages stuck in it. This is based as hell. They said prepare yourself, dingo. I guess they're Barth from or Fire Emblem. I said Final Fantasy Emblem. Prepare yourself. Oh, that's Ike, right? That's Ike, not Marth. Uh, kill it. Kill it. Kill it now. Wait, is that the move though? Prowess the 4 Flage? That's fucking unhinged. It's just 3 mana Lightning Bolt most of the time. Faithless Looting? Wait, that's not on their list. Oh, it does have Faithless Looting. Wait a minute. They're kind of cooking. Time for the high news to come in clutch. I guess Flage is really good against high noon, huh? Options. Attack with Ragavan. Get boo food by mutagenic growth. Cry a little bit. Get over it. Because we have Wrath of Disguise anyways. Could warp a Naked Riddler. That doesn't seem great. Could just Surveil. If I Surveil, then I could potentially open myself up to drawing Ephemerate Consign the next turn. I think it's Attack Surveil. Untap Flage. They have 3 mutagenics in their list. I'm looking at their list right now. Their list is crazy. I mean, their list is super unconventional. Yeah, what kind of sideboard tech do they have? Oh, they're playing Where's Hair. Wait, they're also playing Doorkeeper Thrall in the sideboard. And then they're also playing Destroy Evil and Thraben Charm. And Orm's Chant. Fragmentize. Whoa. That's the sauce. I don't know if it's the good sauce, but it's the sauce. They have a Flage in the graveyard. Dude, I'm dead. Okay. Can I even beat land drop? Or is land drop just going to be OP and kill me? Play Teferi off a mountain. Or I could play Teferi off of fetching a plains. If I fetch a plains, play a Teferi. I don't really know what that does for me. I guess if they escape Flage, I'm going to die anyways. I think I need to draw Solitude. So I think Teferi minus on the Mug token is probably my best line this turn. Try to draw Solitude in case they hit land to escape Flage. If they don't hit land, is there a better line this turn? Probably not. Is Boros Prowess the Vegas deck? Hold on. This deck's kind of cracked. Like, what the hell? I'm surprised they're not playing DRC. Are they? Oh, they are playing DRC. How are you fitting all this stuff in the deck? What did you cut? Oh, you cut expressive iteration. So it's just, is it prowess -4 expressive iterations plus 4 flage? And then they cut something for faithless looting. They cut violent urges for faithless looting. Is faithless looting even good? Oh my god. I'm dead. That destroyed me. What the? Alright. Drop everything, chat. Boros prowess is the sauce. Holy. We got rolled. I think these out, and then Ragavon's out. As I can leave it to Farian. What the actual hell? I'm not super into the idea of the looting either, but maybe it's not that bad with Lava Dart. Oh, one consign over to Teferi. Teferi actually doesn't seem terrible. I don't know. It is the best card. So, well, okay, and that's not entirely true. There's that new, what was it called? Fried egg scheme? I always call it fried egg scheme. Fire something scheme. Fire braided scheme, maybe. Yeah, the 1 mana mini Rens Resolve. Is that card good in that spot? Might be. Its hand's butt. It's got Solitude Ephemerate and High Noon. How butt can it be? Heroes Hangout? Sure. Yeah, the Spider-Man card. I don't know what it's called in paper. On Magic Online, it's like Fire Braided Scheme. I feel like if I get Mountain, I'm trolling. So maybe I'm just supposed to get blue-red team vents. Partner, you know what time it is. Hey, buddy. I fully expected them to go Sacred Foundry, Tear, High Noon, Untap, Cutter, Bobble. Ta-da! Doing well, bunny. Not in Magic, but in other aspects of my life, I suppose. We're getting kind of shit on in Magic lately. This modern format's tough. Tough to solve. Not tough in, like, necessarily a bad way. Gosh. Dang it, Elegant Parlor. Why is there so much more prowess in Boros to defeat the rise of the menacing, the evil, the horrible blue-green birthing ritual? I want to ephemerate this. Nah, I don't think I care. But I think maybe... I think I just pass. Nugget! Thank you for the watch streak. I appreciate you streaking in my chat. They're looking for Flage of their own, I'm pretty sure. And they just haven't been able to find Flage of their own. No. I counter that? I think I countered that. I forgot this card can counter artifacts. Shit. High Noon solos the matchup yet again. Now, no. But also now. Are the Sphinx Serenade just good in the format currently, or more of a connection to Titan? I think they're just good. It counters like all the most important cards in Modern right now. Riddler, Flage, Titan, Kappa Cannoneer, Pinnacle Emissary, the Fairy. Eldrazi have not been super cool lately. What actually won yesterday's challenge? I didn't get to look. Let's look. Yesterday's challenge was won by Jeskai Blink. And then second place was Is It Prowess. Third place was Ruby Storm. Fourth place was Domain Zoo. Fifth place was 5-color Birthing Ritual. Sixth place was Jeskai. Seventh place Gorios. Eighth place Is It Prowess. The challenge before that, first place Zoo, second place Jeskai, third place Affinity, fourth, fifth, and seventh all Jeskai. Sixth is It, and then eighth is Zoo. Oh hey, High Noon. Keep. Mulligans to 6. Second High Noon. Keep. Hope they have Cutter Bobble ready. I'm gonna be casting some High Noons. The bird is here. See if they have Wear Tear, Destroy Evil, Thraben Charm, Destroy Evil. Where'd you get your list from? It's oh Flage. Oh no. Oh god. It's a combination of, well, it's not a combination. It's Ivan and Vinny's list, but with changes they recommended. Flage in the graveyard. I took 7. Tormod's Crypt. I think I play High Noon, and then I leave up Strict Serenade. But I gotta take 2 to do that. Because I don't think I want to fetch Basic Island here, because Basic Island's so bad with Flage. But maybe I can fetch a Basic Island, because they have a Tormod script anyways. I think I just take the 2. I can probably get Basic Island, but I'm gonna want 4 lands next turn anyways. Yeah, probably gonna take 2 anyways. Boros Prowess equals our hero. I think I'm inclined to agree with that, because it's kind of dunking on me. Yeah, Espinoza. Other Ivan. Save this for a red source now. I'm pretty sure I just killed a slick shot show off. I could flash in dog, but then I'm taking like 5, 6 probably. If they have a fetch line, they can escape the Flage here. I know the dog eats the bird. Now you're saying canonically speaking. Also true. That is how the food chain works, isn't it? And the giant fiery titan also eats the bird. Prismatic ending. I guess that's nice for post Flage. I'm gonna die to this bird token. Bird token beatdowns. Okay, I'm getting a little scared now, chat. I'm getting a little less scared now, chat. Praise Bolt. Are we dead to a land? I guess what I can do, I can leave this on top. I could attack. I could Solitude the bird. Not even dead to a land, right? It's just dead on board. So I guess what I can do, Solitude the bird, attack with Felia, blink the Solitude, Solitude the Felia. And that would be 3 points of life. That's assuming if the dog dies, I die. So I think I just go to attacks. I think it's safer just to attack. Yeah, I die in real life. Okie dokie. Yeah, I think this is the line. Food chain. The dog eats the bird, and the elemental incarnation from heaven eats the dog. Still canonical, I think. You stay winning. Ouch. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to flash in a second Solitude. That's a huge draw. We knew it was on top. I think it was 5 damage. With so many flages. Some of us are busy gaming with you in the background. You're not allowed to game. The hell? It's not your turn on the Xbox. I'm not blocking because I don't want to give them more cards in the graveyard. Why is that so stressful, man? That Flasian prowess was actually crazy. So, scale of like, I mean, your scale's like, I hate both of those cards. So, if I had to redo the scale, and let's say on a scale from like grief to not, what card do I hate the most in modern? Right now, Urza Saga, probably. On a scale of like grief to Urza Saga, probably give it like a 4, 5. Like, I don't think Flays is super unfun. What the fuck? Chat, I'm scared. Okay. See if they have persist. They did make our hand like quite a bit better. And for that, I appreciate them, but also I really hope they don't persist. Oh my god. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Fuck. I think I need to keep this arena. Do I ever discard Flage? I think I discard Flage. I don't know, maybe I don't discard Flage and I'm supposed to discard like land instead. But I mean, keeping 4 lands plus arena Flage seems fine. I think I just discard the Flage, but then I'm priced into like Solitude pitching Felia. I would kind of rather pitch the. Well, I mean, I don't want to pitch the Flage. Yeah, I'm just gonna discard the Flage. I never want to pitch the Flage. I don't think. I don't think casting the Flage does a lot. Oh, hi Flage. Oh, hi Bark. If I pitch the second Flage, probably sitting here tanking for 5 minutes about something that doesn't actually matter. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to pitch second Flage. OMG Flage, hi. Okie dokie. I don't know if I'm supposed to keep dog or flage here. I think dog has a little bit higher upside probably. So if I top deck Riddler, we're cooking. If I don't top deck Riddler, well, I got a dog. Vexing Bauble. Interesting in your Hollow One deck. I'll give you that much. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on over there. Oh, I should have pitched the dog. Dog, dang it. Beans the Detective Phoenix. Oh, hi, Flage. That hall returns to Flage, chat. Can we stop? Holy shit, am I dead? 5, 7, 10. I'm fucking dead, bro. What the what the fuck? Okay. Alright. Okay. Maybe Burning Inquiry is just Entomb. It's quiet crash out time. Gonna have a bad time at my next physical. They're gonna be like, holy shit, Dingo, your blood pressure is so high right now. Why is your blood pressure so high? Well, I know why my blood pressure's so high. Because they freaking entombed double Archon off of Burning Inquiry and drew to persist off of both of them. And it's like, how do they even do that? Get me out of here, man. I wish you faced this deck during your deck challenge. Always so chill and quiet. Maybe we bring in High Noon. I want Strix Serenade. It's probably better than Marge. I saw Mako. So maybe I want a couple pendings. I don't know about 3 Strix either. Honestly, maybe I just play 2 pendings. Sure. It is what it is. 3 mana leak. Now they're gonna have turn 2 persist, so it's gonna line up poorly against turn 2 persist after they go turn 1 Entomb. Damn, that was fucking crazy. I know all these things are gonna happen. My fate is predetermined. I'm simply along for the ride. What I do has no effect on my predetermined, predestined outcome of this league match. Yeah, free will doesn't exist. There's only turn 2 persists. It's the illusion of choice. None of my decisions actually matter. Put the showstoppers in the bag. Oh, good. Mountain Arena of Glory. Can I show you something that I did put in the bag today? It's my boy. Let me take him out of the sleeve. Sounds like a Vegas hangout sesh, huh? Right on the abs. No, no, focus on the abs. The abs. And then back it up. Perfect. God damn, what a shiny card. Is that a magic card? That's not a magic card. It kind of looks like it could be a magic card, though. Yeah, it's Oko. No. I recognize those abs anywhere. Oko, I'm your biggest fan. Is it real? Nope, it's fake. Just printed that proxy off this morning from the highest quality printer you've ever seen. Alright, turn 1 and 2. Oh, not turn 1 and 2. Yeah, it's been going up. I wish I bought him when he was like 70. But I waited and I procrastinated, and they've just been going up and up and up and up and up and up. I also bought my place at a Divine Judgments. Although, Divine Judgment is so bad against E that I'm wondering, how do I beat E? So I copped some Leonas. I was like, maybe I sideboard Leona over the Divine Judgments. Leona seems kind of good against E until they move her. We're talking about set versus E and how bad Divine Judgment is. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if Leona's the tech against E. Think so? I don't think I want this. I think I just want to land. I don't know if Leona's like worth the sideboard slot though. I guess it's my issue with Leona. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to warp this. Okay. Cut your opponent loose from the rift while staying bound yourself. Something like that. I know Divine's good versus Kaisa, which is why I still want to play 3 Divine Judgments in the main deck, I think. I was wondering if post board, if a little swap from Divine Judgment to Leona might be good, but I wonder if Karma's just better. I'm just a Teemo guy. Yeah, 10 power because ED passive. Don't get baited by the Karma tech. Card's uncastable. I've cast it once, but the one time I had it, I didn't have the recycle battlefield, so it was like kind of underwhelming. I'm just gonna Solitude this. I do want to try out 4-color Aang on Tuesday. I think some sort of 4-color Aang deck could be good in Modern, by the way. Riftbound aside. They're speaking in tongues. It's always hard to discuss like a new card game on stream because only half the people know how to play it. Maybe less than half. Probably less than half. I would like my 3rd land drop. That would be swell. Hey, it's swell. Maybe I flage this, then surgically on their draw step. Seems fine. Although, do I even need to surgically? Maybe I surgically when they put a creature on the stack. So I don't want them to lose to like random persist. Yeah, I think I just surgical this later. Doesn't do anything. I'm also not really doing anything. Alright. I think this is better than Teferi. I could Teferi tick up and just kind of sit around and do not much. Guess if I tick up Teferi, then I can tick down on Teferi the next turn and then bounce my Fable. I learned something new about the rules today. Apparently you can move your dude off an empty battlefield and move it back all on your opponent's turn, and you score off of it. So you need 2 moves, right? And then you score from holding. Ride the wind. Oh, right. What does that do again? I don't know these cards by name yet. I know them by picture. Alright, new poll chat. Do you play Riftbound? Nethergoyf. No, and I probably never will because I can't get the cards. Valid. I play for an online client. I hope they make one soon. Riddle. TCG Arena. The problem with TCG Arena is that it's just fine. It's not good. It's okay to bad, I would say. Not having like a rules automated feature is very frustrating at times because I don't know how all the rules work yet. I'm still trying to learn. They don't either. We're still making up the rules as we go. Riftbound. I think it's very, very fun. I've been enjoying my time playing the game. Best TCG I played them. It's because you didn't play Hex TCG. It reminds me a lot of Force of Will. I really liked Force of Will back in the day. Force of Will was a lot of fun. Fluting, that's fine. I'm trying to think of like my best card games ever tier list. Hex TCG. I don't know if I could put Force of Will at second. Hex TCG. 2012 Magic. 2012 Yu-Gi-Oh! Uh, Force of Will. Eternal. 2025 Magic. Large Gap. 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh! Where does Locana rank? Below 2025 Magic. Above Yu-Gi-Oh! 2025 Yu-Gi-Oh! But I forgot Pokemon. Pokemon probably goes even with 2025 Magic. I don't actually know if I like the Eternal more than 2025 Magic. Eternal might be lower than 2025 Magic. I feel like Eternal was good when they first made the sites. But I stopped following Eternal. Also, I think I put Hearthstone somewhere below 2025 Magic as well. But above Yu-Gi-Oh! It'd be somewhere in the large gap. Should we do a card game tier list, chat? Okay, Hearthstone radio edit above Hex TCG. S tier. Con standard. Con standard was pretty big. I'm looking at these pendings like, man, am I gonna get sharked? I also have Ragavan though, so maybe I want March instead. Yeah, same, Zajad. I got real tired of keeping up with the Hearthstone economy. The Hearthstone economy is like MTG Arena. At least you can dust your shit though. Oh my god. Bakugan's on this list. Alright, we gotta hold the phone. We gotta make a freaking card game tier list after this. Bakugan's going in S tier, chat. I hope you know that. That's probably going in the great fun tier. It also doesn't have Hex TCG on it, which is a big bummer. There's no Eternal, there's no Hex. I did play Vanguard for a little bit. That game is T-Rash. It is missing a lot. Shock, pass, March the Ragster, I guess. Might have to Ashiok him. Let's see if they get Entomb plus Demonic Tutor off his Burning Inquiry. There's the Entomb. Did we get Entomb plus Demonic Tutor, though? Bro, what the frick? What? I can't actually do anything, man. Like, they're just gonna detect his Phoenix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm literally dead, bro. I'm just dead. Like, how is every Burning Inquiry they cast in 2 plus the Bonic Tutor? Holy hell. Quiet crash out time. I wish TJ was going to Vegas. That wasn't quiet. Not according to the majority of chat. You gotta be snapping 24/7 to make any progress in that game. Unless you want to spend money. Best in Tombs. S tier. Entomb. Also S tier. Burning Inquiry. What about Clash Royale? Great fun. I haven't played Clash Royale in a long time. I enjoyed my time playing Clash Royale. It also sucked away some of my money that I'm never going to see again. RIP. The money I spent in high school on Clash Royale. I'll remember you. And, you know, if it got my money, I'd have to give a good game at least. I need another blue source. That ain't it. That is it, though. This doesn't have WWF Raw deal. S tier. S tier for WWF Raw Duel. That name goes hard. So Riot took... Whenever I try to explain Riftbound to somebody that has never played Riftbound but has played other card games, I say Riftbound is a combination of Force of Will, One Piece, and Marvel Snap. It's just the best traits out of all those games. Don't want a second Riddler. I guess I can go Riddler into, like, Riddler Consign to Riddler Consign is probably fine. You played one of those? I played all of them. I haven't played a lot of One Piece, but I played a reasonable amount of the other two. I think that's a kind of fair assessment. Obviously, not all the mechanics translate perfectly from all those games, but I think the general concepts are there. I hate bowling. Once I'm a divorced dad, I'll give you a tier list of my bowling shirts. How about that? Miss Riddler. Favorite jeans to sleep in? Denim, S tier. Leather, okay, skinny, A tier. Because skinny, if you sleep in skinny jeans, it's kind of like a weighted blanket in a way. Leather jeans, F tier. Spandex plus denim weave, probably like a B tier. You know what I think, like tied around the waist? Pretty uncomfortable, but I mean, like, skinny jeans being, you know, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like a weighted blanket in a way. Stretchy jeans, depends. Sometimes I'm in the mood for stretchy jeans. I'll give it like a B tier, B plus. I think it depends on what mood I'm in that day. Assless chabs, S tier. Get that airflow. You're kind of dunking on me. What do I do here, chat? Die horribly. You're a face sleeper. You know, like the Sagat pose? Sagat doing tiger knee. That's how I sleep. I found the picture. Like that. It's optimal. If I block, I'm gonna get bolted. I think I surveil. Then I bin Flage, and then I haste Flage, and everything's great. Or Solitude, huh? Solitude. I think I'm supposed to just leave this on top, then block. Dial, thanks for gifting 5. Is this for the crash out yesterday? Because I'm not sorry. Definitely for the crash out. I'm sorry. No, you don't have to apologize. That shit was funny. That shit was mad funny. I think I'm supposed to solitude this Kavu at the beginning of combat. If I have Doorkeeper Thrall, I'm just gonna lose anyways. Appreciate the support, Dial. Thank you. Shows me the door. Jackie. They have 2 mana up last turn. I don't remember anymore. Was I supposed to main phase this? I don't know. Whatever. I'm taking 9. I'm going to 1. If they have Lightning Bolt, they have Lightning Bolt. Is what it is. Can't beat that anyway, Scope. Get flooded. I can't even like surveil Flage either. Guess now I can surveil Flage. No, Flage doesn't even do anything for me. Yeah, I can't. I don't think I can beat the Scion. Oh, I'm out of surveils anyways. Okay. Okay, I see you, Ted. It's just me or these Ragavans looking kind of bad. I don't think I've been a big fan of these Ragavans so far. Except for against Gorios, that was kind of nasty. I had to steal their Gorios and then steal their soul. I'm thinking about locking it in. I don't think I learned my lesson from the Pro Tour, so O2ing this challenge has really brought to light the fact that I should definitely just play Neoform again. And I get to crash out live in person. These all suck. Oh, so you're saying it's Titan or Zoo time? You 100% get to load up Riftbound, which is kind of a win. Kinda. But then I have to play against Z. And that's an L for Mankind. Just play Titan like you should. I do have Titan sleeved up. It's pretty accurate. I don't know what the board in. These are all so bad. Charma. It is a flyer. Or just play Yi. I don't even know what Yi loses to. What does Yi lose to? Kaisa? It's supposed to have a good Kaisa matchup, right? Off meta? Like Annie? I don't even know if Annie's considered off meta anymore. Wait, get the right land, Dingo. Get the right land. I know you're yapping, but I know you're also capable of getting the right land, I think. Victor Darius. Man, Darius is so fun. I wish Darius was better. Opponent plays a 2-1, you give him a 2-2 flyer. Not only did I give him a 2-2 flyer, but I also bolted myself to give him a 2-2 flyer. Grand Stratagem plus the other card that gives guys Death Touch. Grand Stratagem is... what again? It's like the 8 mana card, right? 6 mana Overrun. What am I thinking of? Thinking of an 8 drop. Is it the guy pointing to the map? Maybe it was 6 and I thought it was 8. Oh, I don't know. Like, it turns out I just don't know what the card does. How much do I care about this? Not a lot. Oh, shoot. I forgot about YouTube chat. Hi, YouTube. Alright, I'm gonna catch up with YouTube chat for the past 3 hours and 20 minutes. Fight spell gains life. You think that's ever happened before? Gotta be single digits of dying from 24. I agree. Saw the stream title and worried you'd be taking Simic Ritual to the Pro Tour. Not quite. Isn't this Spike's Boros Delirium deck? Probably. Hi, Dad. Hi, chat. Hi, Bunny. Uh, Time to play this deck next league. Yeah, the Boros prowess list. It looks sweet. Dad, are you seeing a lot more prowess and Boros online? I keep running into it. I do. Uh, that's not English. This is my favorite deck. Wait, that is English. How do you say this? I guess it's not English. It's Spanish. I remember the time where people complained about Ragavan every week. Simpler times. It's okay, Zeriak. Your time will come. Just not right now or the next infinite rejection emails. But eventually, you're going to be working at Hideo Kojima. Second dog. You're never going to be immune to rejection, but the rejection will get less disappointing over time. Because you're going to be used to it. Hope that helps. Bin. In. Go dog. Go dog. I think I just get a planes. You know, maybe I'm not even supposed to consign this Flage. Maybe I just save this for Leyline Biting. I think I'm just going to save this for Leyline Biting. So I'm going to get the Flage out of the graveyard anyways. It's 2025. You're going to have 7 interviews and get ghosted. Ain't that the truth? I've done quite a few interviews of my own back in the day before I started streaming. They suck. I hate interviews. And now here I am, pretty much being interviewed by Twitch chat every single day of my life. And I continually do not get the gig from Twitch chat. No, bro. What's up, Anya? How you doing? This was like the worst possible outcome for me. So, play dogs say go. Yeah, but I mean, you don't have to work at a place that you don't want to work at, though. That's like kind of a nice position to be in. Hasty Kabu. Discard? I know what happened during the COVID times. Because trying to get an IT or trying to get like any sort of engineering job during the COVID times was freaking awful. I don't know if it got any easier since then. Lucked into it pre-pandemic. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, I think what we do is we Felly attack, exile this, attack the fairy, and then consign it back on the way down. Hope they don't kill my Felia, because I can't beat that. I did the same thing back in the COVID days, and oh boy, it was not fun. Build your own removal spell. We did it. We built our own removal spell. I also think that back when I applied to jobs, though, I was a horrendous interviewee. That's like kind of an underrated skill, I will say. Knowing how to interview is so important. Oh, great Hachimachi. The trick is just to lie. Just keep lying and don't stop lying. How are they gonna know? I have no flages. Yeah, the furthest I got was interview number 2 at this place that only had 2 interviews. Apparently, I fumbled interview number 2 because they were like, and we didn't choose you. And I was like, well, try my best. I'm pretty sure I only got like a single second interview. It's tough. This card's Woodfoot Hills. Top deck. What the dog do? Rest is history. Here we are today. Putting our opponent to 1 and not being able to kill them. And then dying to the stiffest literally anything. They could look at me the wrong way and I'll die. Flash in that dog. This is my blocking dog. His dog was made for blocking. It's made for blocking. I should not be alive right now. Good. 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 Then again, I don't know. We got Splinter Twin by that Archon Persist deck, which is pretty wild. Props to our opponent for like just murdering us like that. It's kind of not very cool for me. It was super cool for them though. Kind of reminds me of Goryo's in the sense that it draws the wrong half of the deck, but at the same time, sometimes both halves of the deck feel like the wrong half of the deck. I don't know how to feel about this deck. My opponent mulliganed to 4, so probably have a good shot. Bin's a subtlety. Blue-green ritual? Yep. In Catacombs, I regret doubting. Come on. Burden Catacombs could get there. Alright, back on top you go. No, this deck actually loses to Ritual. Data-wise, anyways, we should lose to Ritual. Like, if we just put an Oculus into play, I'm kind of chat on a little bit. Like, we have to fairy bounce it, but if they have some sort of counter. Yeah, Riddler into Riddler. Yeah, it's real bad for me, isn't it? What do I do? Path to Exile hits Riddler and Oculus, just saying. Pounce Riddler? It feels so bad. So bad. I don't have a good play, though. GG's, Ted. I was surprised you didn't have anything with like 4 cards in hand. Wait, that's so good for me. This was the best possible outcome. I got the Riddler off the table. I cast Vindicate. But it was better than Vindicate. Because it also made them discard a card. That surgical was kind of messed up, by the way, Ted. And I don't think I'm ever going to forgive you for that. For like at least the rest of the stream. Aki. It was off the Teft draw. You're not making me feel better, Ted. Oh god, what do I even do? I guess we haste a Riddler and then haste Ophelia. I kind of just want to go tempo Smorg exile the Oculus instead of exile the Riddler. I think I'm going to Smork him. Imagine if I could sack this Riddler, counter the Oculus coming back. Holy shit, that'd be so cool. Player should counter triggers. Discuss. Yeah, double haste Riddler is lethal. Wait, they're attacking? I think that's good for me. It's good for me and my Smork strategy. Taffarino. Keep smorking. That's actually so rough. Oh, that's so bad for me. This is unfortunately, I agree, it is very unfortunately. I have to block. I don't have to block, I guess. She smork on my Kappa until I pog. Champ. Think I just hope they don't flip something big and angry. Alright, so far so good. They didn't flip something big and angry. I don't know if I have an out. Flips a Coiling Oracle. Sack said Coiling Oracle for... Oh, good. Blue-green Ritual. One of those. One of these. None of these. I think I want Wrath Disguise too. Charma clap. Complain about about the arena matchmaker. I've seen a lot of complaining about arena matchmaking. There was that one Twitter thread that was like, arena matchmaking only pairs me into bad matchups, depending on whatever deck I play. And I'm starting to think that the same thing is happening on Magic Online for me. Never play against Blue Green Ritual. As soon as they play Jeskai, blink, bam, Blue Green Ritual. Here it is. Also, they mulliganed to 5, and that game was like not particularly close. Yeah, it was dial. I finally went back and read that, by the way. I didn't get to read all of it because some tweets got deleted, but man, am I glad I'm not on Twitter very much anymore. I just pop on there for the occasional shit post and dip out. Yeah, the occasional, hey, I put a sideboard guide up, and here's a meme, and yep, that's it. That's all I contribute to the MTG community nowadays. I make memes, I make sideboard guides, and I play poorly. And you know what? I'm pretty content doing that. Is Esper Riddler more consistent? I think Esper Riddler is probably more consistent, but it's less powerful overall. At least you know your niche. I found my home, I made my bed, and I shall lay in it. Is this Earthworm Jim? No, it's Gran Turismo. Kinda sounds like Earthworm Jim a little bit. Right? The world would be so much better if everybody just posted memes instead of arguing with each other. Maybe I want this in case they play Ritual. Song's kind of funky. I just hit the 3 key. I don't even know what the 3 key does. Isn't that no? It's yes. I hit the 2 key. This is a Gran Turismo song. It doesn't sound like it. Hold on. Maybe my thing's out of sync. Nope, it's definitely a Gran Turismo song. Argue using memes only? That's even better. Who will know? Bum bum bum. 30 each seems a little steep for Badger Mole, but I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I got a Mystical Disputed Coiling Oracle. Problem is I don't have a clock to back this up with. So this feels kind of like a waste, but at the same time, I'm gonna die to the 1/1, man. Maybe Consign's actually secretly kind of good in this matchup because of Shardless Agent. I mean, that one's nice if they don't have Snake into whatever. Snake into Flare. Or Mystical Dispute of their own. Okie dokie, put it on top, your turn. I'm gonna miss my land drop to play it to Fairy. They're probably gonna flare it, hardcast flare style. At what point do I put this on the bottom? That was bad. Topping the Teferi? Maybe topping the Teferi was bad. Thinking if I want to top this Teferi again or no. Yeah, we're gonna need some context on the what was bad. Because I'm curious. Was it them pitching the subtlety that was bad? Or was it me topping the Teferi that was bad? Or was it me casting the Teferi in the first place instead of holding up interaction that was bad? I think I need lands. I don't know. not sure if I'm supposed to top or bottom that. I think it's kind of a tricky choice. I think multiple things can be perceived as bad that last turn. And I'm just trying to understand which one you're talking about. Unk moment? I think I have an unk moment when I win. Because it reminds me of my youth when I used to do more winning in Magic instead of my current day and age form where I don't do a lot of winning in Magic. Riddler consign, maybe? Somewhere I have land drops. Every deck in this format feels like a 2-3 or a 3-2 deck, chat. This is just like the Lose-a-thon all over again. Everything is mid as hell. Okay, I have to solitude this. I think I'm supposed to pitch the pending. I haven't played Titan yet, that's true. I've been stuck on the Lose-a-thon for 3 years. It's just the Truman Show, but for me losing. Over and 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 over. Actually, I did play Titan. I played Titan in the Modern Super Qualifier. And guess what our record was in the Modern Super Qualifier? That's right, chat. It was 3-3. We had a 50% win rate with Titan. We are really holding true to the matrix of every deck is a 50% plus minus 5 percentile deck. You're dying this game? I am dying a little bit. Gonna fall off into Riftbound streaming? I think it depends. It depends on if we get an online client for Riftbound. That's all it depends on. Endurance. Massive dub to all 3 chatters who like the game. As soon as I tap out from the Strix Serenade, my opponent endurances me. So messed up. I think I discard Strix Dog. Maybe I attack. Pitch Solitude. Hit Subtlety. No, hit Endurance. Do I even care about Endurance? Alright, evoke Solitude, hit Endurance. Main phase to cast Riddler. If they have Subtlety, I can Strix it. I draw 2. I block their Subtlety. I go to 1. None of this is good for me. If they have Flare, I also go to 1. Alright, dead to Sink Stupor. I'm also dead to Otawara, I guess, if they're playing Otawara. I think I just spoke this into existence. Alright, time to ban myself.
Have you peaked?
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong.
Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.